Looking forward, we must continue to strengthen our bilateral and multilateral partnerships with our neighbours and the major powers. And it is important to manage our key accounts adroitly in order to preserve our strategic space and options. We will continue to maintain constructive and open engagement with Malaysia, to manage and to resolve the differences, and to advance the bilateral cooperation for mutual benefit. Indonesia is on track to hold legislative and presidential elections on the 17th of April 2019. I want to emphasize that Singapore does not take sides in the elections of any country, including our neighbours. We are committed to working with the government of the day. We hope for a smooth and peaceful elections that will contribute towards Indonesia's long-term stability and success. We look forward to continuing the strong and constructive partnership with Indonesia. We also look forward to working with Brunei to explore new areas of cooperation, such as aquaculture and agriculture. We will continue to engage the younger generation of Bruneian leaders through the annual Young Leaders Program, which will be held in Brunei later this year. We will also continue to deepen and broaden our links and our cooperation with other neighbours in the region. The Sino-US relations will continue to be the defining major power relationship in the 21st century. It is in everyone's interest to keep the US and China engaged in the region. Singapore has a big stake in good Sino-US relations, and we will continue in a humble but constructive way to position ourselves as a helpful, reliable partner to both, and where relevant, to be an interlocutor, a valuable interlocutor. On the bilateral front, we will continue to enhance economic defense security, including cybersecurity cooperation with the US. We are also working very closely together with China, including on its Belt and Road Initiative and the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. We should also continue to engage other key partners, Australia, Japan, India, New Zealand, to keep them engaged in our region and to establish Singapore as a partner of choice. Australia remains a very close friend of Singapore. We continue to build on the positive momentum created by the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, which we signed in 2015. We're exploring new areas of cooperation, such as the digital economy and cybersecurity. Japan continues to be a close and like-minded partner. We're expanding cooperation in areas such as the smart cities, infrastructure cooperation, as well as the provision of technical assistance to third countries through the renewed Japan-Singapore Partnership Program for the 21st century. Our relationship with India remains robust and forward-looking. India has made great strides in digitalization, and we are enhancing our fintech collaborations, including linking up our electronic payment systems, banks, and our businesses. With India's large population, which, by the way, will shortly overtake China to be the largest population in the world, Singapore's position as a regional hub gives us tremendous potential for us to work together. We continue to deepen relations with New Zealand, another like-minded and long-standing partner. In fact, we have just concluded negotiations to upgrade our bilateral free trade agreement last year, and we are working to upgrade our relations to an enhanced partnership later this year. We reaffirm our commitment to free trade and to an open, rules-based international order and multilateral trading system. And as we develop our national capacity to innovate, we have also stepped up efforts to profile Singapore's thought leadership in today's innovation-led economy and our contributions through technical assistance under the Singapore Cooperation Program. This has helped to expand our mindshare, and as Mr. Lowe's reminded us, to increase our soft power in various parts of the world. But as I've said repeatedly in this House, diplomacy begins at home. Division at home within the shores of Singapore will paralyze our foreign policy. We need to continue to strengthen the resilience and the unity of our citizens and to build a deeper appreciation of the fundamental principles of Singapore's foreign policy and of our vulnerabilities as a small country. We must continue to invest a fair share of our resources in diplomacy so that we can stand our ground, protect our sovereignty, keep Singapore safe. But we will never ask for more than we need. In fact, I would remind the House, if you look at all the ministry budgets, MFA is the lowest, and MFA has not asked for an increase this year. What we are asking for is more domestic support. And I'm very grateful for the hard work and the ingenuity of our diplomats and the sacrifices of their families.